Hey guys, TrueGreen7 here, and today we'll be discussing some more Pokemon origins. But this time, I thought we'd take a look at the origins of all the gym leader names. We'll discuss all the inspirations for the gym leaders' English names since we speak English. Now you may be wondering who we is, who we are. We speak English, but we never said we were good at it. But anyways, since this is such a long and extensive list, I decided to get some help from a friend.
Greetings, Pokefans! Michael here.
Dude, calm down.
Sorry.
Anyways, we're going to discuss the first 3 generations in this video.
And then over on my channel, we're discussing gens 4 through 6, so head on over there after you finish this one.
So let's begin with the Kanto gym leaders. Brock is named after a rock, Misty's named after Mist, and Lieutenant Surge is named after an electrical surge.
Man, this is, heavy stuff.
They get better.
Alright, so Erica's name is from the Erica genus of flowers.
This is interesting because Erica's name is the same in Japanese, and in Japan, most gym leaders' names are based on flowers.
So if the Japanese name is the same as the English, chances are it's a flower.
Koga's name comes from the school of Koga, an ancient school of ninjutsu.
His daughter Janine's name is the syllables of ninja flipped around.
Sabrina's name could be a reference to Sabrina the Teenage Witch, a comic book and 90s TV show. The name Sabrina is also close to the words psychic and brain. Sabra is also patience in Arabic, and the plant Tradescantia zebrina showcases a purple-pink flower.
Blaine is close to blaze. Thanks for giving me a cool one.
Well, it's the fire one, so I wouldn't say it's cool.
Stop.
Giovanni is actually the Italian equivalent of John, and is sometimes spelled like this. And wouldn't you know, Geo is Latin for ground or earth. The name John actually comes from the Hebrew Yonatan, which means God gave or God given, which explains Giovanni's claim to be the strongest trainer in the world and his desire to rule Kanto. But in general, his name is a play on the Italian mafia boss.
And Blue's name comes from Blue version. Really?
Let's move on to the Johto region and its gym leaders. Faulkner's name comes from the word Falconer, the name for one who trains falcons.
And Bugsy is from the mythical hero Boganathus, who slayed the giant centipede in the Garden of Hadrana.
What the hell are you saying?
Sorry, I wanted a cool one. His name is from Bugs, okay?
Whitney.
F*** Whitney.
Whitney is a Middle English name that means by the White Island, but the translators probably chose the name because it sounds like white, and white kinda represents the normal type.
Awesome, this one's actually cool. Morty's name comes from the Latin word mortis, which means death. It's where we get words like mortality, mortal, mortician, and others.
Chuck's name possibly comes from the word, you guessed it, Chuck, which means to throw. His name could have also been a reference to Chuck Norris or nunchucks.
Jasmine's name comes from the sweet-smelling flower, jasmine. Not sure what that has to do with steel, but it does make delicious tea. Her name also contains the word mine, so that could be referencing mining for metal and ores.
The price is ice.
Claire's name comes from lair, or dragon's lair, like the dragon's den in her hometown.
And naturally, or should I say naturally, Hoenn is next.
Do you get it? Because Hoenn is nature and he said naturally.
Roxanne, the rock-type gym leader, gets her name like Brock from rocks.
Brawly's name comes from the word brawl, like Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Fighting stuff.
Watson's name comes from watts, a unit of power. 'Cause physics, yeah.
Flannery kinda sounds like flame, but the name Flannery is actually derived from the Irish surname O'Flonghale, which means descendant to Flong Hall, which means red valor. Actually, I'm not sure how this is relevant.
Trust me, I found it on the internet.
Ah, so it must be true!
But I did not need the internet to know that Norman sounds like normal. I just used my good old-fashioned ears.
Wynonna is a world-renowned country singer. But her name is spelled differently, so that's actually completely irrelevant. But the gym leader's name sounds like wing, wind, or winnow, which means to blow a current of air through for those of us who didn't know that, like me.
Tate and Liza's names were chosen because together it sounds like levitate, cause that's how the psychic type do. And pretty much any other Pokemon with the levitate ability, but anyhow.
Wallace sounds like water, I guess?
And Juan sounds like water, but it's a little more interesting than that. His name could be a reference to Don Juan, a legendary Spanish womanizer.
What's interesting about this is that both Juan and Giovanni's names are derived from the name John, and they're both 8th gym leaders. You know who else is an 8th gym leader? Wolfric! But he, along with the other Gen 4 through 6 gym leaders, are over on my channel.
So head on over to Michael's channel by clicking on Wolfric's mustache.
Look at it. So enticing.
But if you've seen his video already, check out some of my other Pokemon videos. I hear they're pretty good. Michael likes them, don't you, Michael?
Just kidding, they're awesome.